Langley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And incomplete to open things up. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Hundley. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good. Now after the score, it's Parkeon to kick it away. And he motions the wide receiver. To throw, Rivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Throwing Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. In motion right is Hopkins. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Rivers on 1st down. Goes underneath for Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw again. Rivers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. In the red zone this time. And the slot man goes in motion left. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Hundley. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Complete. Richardson has him. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second down following the run. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll give Henry another shot. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for his running back, and he's got it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as it's at.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they... And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Back round.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Here we go.
Now Hundley steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Rivers again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it again with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And he motions the wide receiver. Rivers. This is caught. Gronkowski. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go! Next round! Next round!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing, Hundley on the move to his left. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Rivers now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They come out here in the I. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. It's Coleman here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Brett Hundley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
This will be fielded at the 6. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Fresh set of downs here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
2nd down, Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So 2nd and 10 here.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Now Hundley. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And it's up and good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Hundley. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal here from the 2. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Rivers. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A second down throw for Rivers. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Rivers, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Hundley. Caught left side Hopkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they've put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aldon Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense had.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8.
Watch him now, Barney. Start 380.
In motion, Gronkowski. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. And Rivers saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Rivers. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams...